Okay, let's try and unpack this. The world of AI is moving at lightning speed. I mean, it feels like every single day there's a new breakthrough or a new tool, maybe a new debate. It's a lot to keep up with, even for us.
It really is. Almost overwhelming sometimes.
So today we're taking a comprehensive deep dive into the latest crucial updates in AI. We've pulled from, a whole stack of diverse sources, everything from breaking news and new tool releases to significant large language model advancements, some exciting features, and, yeah, of course, the critical discussions happening around AI's impact.
Right.
Our mission for you, really, is to give you a shortcut to being genuinely well-informed.
Exactly. Our aim here is to cut through all that noise, distill the most important nuggets of knowledge, and hopefully give you a clear, concise understanding of what's truly shaping the AI landscape right now.
Yeah.
We want you to walk away feeling, well, ready to navigate this incredibly fast-evolving space.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting right off the bat, especially if you're maybe involved in legal tech or something similar. Imagine this. 99% of U.S. case law being open-sourced on Hugging Face. Now, Hugging Face, for those maybe less familiar, it's a major platform for sharing AI models data sets.
It's a huge hub, yeah.
So what does that actually mean for the legal tech community beyond just, oh, there's more data?
Well, it's a monumental shift. It's not just about democratizing access to critical legal information, that's part of it. It fundamentally alters the power dynamics.
How so?
Historically, right, proprietary legal data was this huge barrier to entry. Massive. Now, with nearly all U.S. case law openly available, the value shifts. It shifts from owning the data to what you can actually do with it.
Right.
So this forces the traditional legal tech giants to innovate, on advanced analytics, better search, value-added services, rather than just relying on having exclusive access to the data. It really does level the playing field for smaller firms and startups. It's huge.
That's a fascinating reorientation of value, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of competition and the shifting landscapes, we're seeing some, pretty dramatic plays for talent and partnerships lately.
Definitely.
Like Cognition, their new AI company. They gained a pivotal partnership after their talks with OpenAI apparently broke down. And then Windsurf, a coding startup, they were acquired by Cognition after their own $3 billion OpenAI deal collapsed.
Yeah.
And then key talent from Windsurf just moved over to Google DeepMind. It feels like a high-stakes chess match for the brightest minds out there.
It absolutely is. And when we connect this to the bigger picture, right, these aren't just isolated business deals. They're strategic maneuvers. They highlight the intense competition for elite AI talent and the rapid consolidation of intellectual property.
By the IP aspect.
Yeah, and this concentration of talent and IP, it raises pretty significant questions about who will ultimately control the direction of AI development and, how quickly power might centralize in this field. It kind of suggests a looming divide between the AI haves and have-nots.
And on maybe the other side of that coin, you have Mira Murati, who used to be at OpenAI. Her new venture, Thinking Machines Lab, just secured a staggering, $2 billion in seed funding.
$2 billion, yeah. Incredible for seed funding.
And they're planning an open source AI product. Their aim is to foster collaborative general intelligence and, directly challenge industry giants like Google and Meta, but with a different approach.
And this really underscores the strategic importance of open source contributions in this hyper-competitive environment. It's like a direct counter-narrative to the consolidation we were just talking about.
Interesting tension there.
Exactly. Meanwhile, on the proprietary side, you see Meta making this massive $100 billion bet on AI superclusters. Things like Hyperion, which is targeting an incredible 5 gigawatts of power by 2030.
5 gigawatts, that's immense.
Immense. And Prometheus is another one. They're clearly aiming to rival OpenAI and Google. And their new superintelligence lab is even reportedly luring top researchers with compensation packages up to $200 million. So it's this dual strategy unfolding. Some companies push for open collaboration. Others are doubling down on building massive proprietary infrastructure and, frankly, hoarding talent.
That's a huge commitment to infrastructure, that $100 billion.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, OpenAI themselves, they're reportedly planning a ChatGPT-powered web browser, codenamed Aura. That would put them in direct competition with, Google Chrome.
Right into Google's territory.
And interestingly, they've also decided to delay launching an open weight model. They're citing the need to prioritize safety amidst all this fierce competition.
Yeah, and these moves, they really highlight the multifaceted struggle for market leadership. It's not just about pushing out new products faster than the other guy. It's about strategic ecosystem building, like a browser potentially is, and also making a public commitment to, ethical development.
Right.
Companies are trying to differentiate themselves and gain trust by showing both aggressive innovation and a responsible approach, or at least appearing to.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the concrete innovations we're seeing right now. Like what's actually being built and released. Mistral, for example, they've just put out some cutting-edge open source speech recognition models called Voxtral.
Mm-hmm.
They come with robust APIs and downloads ready for developers. This feels like it's making a really powerful tool pretty accessible.
Absolutely. And building on that theme of accessibility, another key development is the no-code Weaviate integration with N8N. Now, Weaviate, that's a vector database. It's good for storing and retrieving AI-generated data efficiently.
Okay.
And N8N is an automation tool. So this integration lets users implement these vector database functions in their automation workflows without writing a single line of code.
No code, that's big.
It's a huge win for non-developers, yeah. It significantly lowers the barrier to using these pretty complex AI tools.
And behind all these amazing models, there are these foundational datasets, right? We've seen the release of the R-Star Coder dataset that's got over 400,000 thoroughly tested coding problems. And the Hermes 3 dataset by Nos Research, providing nearly 400 million tokens just for model development.
Yeah.
What makes these datasets so important? Why are they such a big deal?
Well, what's fascinating here is how these data sets directly enhance the capabilities of large language models, the LLMs. It's kind of like giving an aspiring novelist access to a massive library of perfectly structured narratives,
Exactly.
And we're already seeing the direct impact, like Qwen 2.514b, that's a model. It showed a marked jump in coding accuracy on major benchmarks after it was enhanced with that R-Star Coder dataset.
Direct proof.
Yeah, it really highlights the immense value of high-quality curated data for boosting LLM performance and, pushing the boundaries of what these models can actually achieve. Data is fuel.
Speaking of LLMs, there are some truly key innovations in how they're being trained and deployed, too, like new fine-tuning methods, one called QRPO.
EOPL, yeah.
It enables training LLMs using offline reward-based data, which seems to expand possibilities for model refinement without needing massive, real-time online datasets.
Exactly. It offers more flexibility. Plus, you've got the Kimi K2 model debuting as a powerful open-source challenger, and it's available without waitlists, which is nice.
No, waitlist is always good news.
And they're emphasizing its production readiness. And then there's xAI's Grok 4, which is soaring. It's already hit a top 3 global ranking on Text Arena, and it seems particularly good at math and coding tasks.
So lots of movement in the models themselves.
These developments really emphasize how the possibilities for model refinement are expanding. We're getting more nuanced training methods. And critically, these models are becoming more robust, more production ready for real-world applications. It's not just about bigger models anymore. It's about smarter, more adaptable, and frankly, more accessible ones.
Okay, so bringing it back to the listener, what does all this tech actually mean for you in your daily life, or maybe in your field? Let's talk practical applications.
Right, the so what?
Exactly. Google, for instance, just launched a year-long free Gemini AI upgrade for eligible students in India. That includes Gemini 2.5 Pro, study assistance, 2 terabytes of cloud storage for those 18 and over who apply by, I think, September 15, 2025.
Wow, that's quite an offer.
Yeah, it's integrating these high-performance AI tools directly into educational platforms there.
And broadening that educational focus a bit, UCLA recently formed an advisory committee on AI in teaching and learning. Their goal is to guide the responsible integration of AI in education, emphasizing enhancing AI literacy and ensuring equitable access for all students.
So institutions are definitely grappling with this.
Absolutely. It shows how top institutions are trying to figure out how to incorporate this powerful tech responsibly into learning environments.
We're also seeing truly groundbreaking medical advancements. This is really exciting stuff. There's an AI platform now diagnosing endocrine cancers with over 99% accuracy. And get this, in under a second per image.
Under a second? That's incredible.
Imagine the impact on early detection. And then there's the Israeli MaginNet AI. It's predicting biological age from tiny DNA samples with a median error as low as 1.36 years for people under 50.
The potential here, for early detection, personalized medicine, even forensic science worldwide, it's staggering. Imagine the lives saved by near-instant, highly accurate cancer diagnoses. or the precision in age prediction for forensic investigations. These aren't just small improvements, they feel truly transformative.
Yeah, potentially world-changing. Moving over to cybersecurity, Google's Big Sleep AI just unearthed a critical vulnerability in the open-source Squite database. Apparently, it's the first instance of an AI thwarting a real-world exploit.
Yeah, preventing it before it happened. That's a huge breakthrough for defensive AI.
Huge. But then, as always, there's the flip side. We're seeing the emergence of this ransomware group called Global Group, and they're reportedly using AI bots for the actual ransom negotiations.
Which really highlights the dual-use nature of AI, doesn't it? While AI agents could play this crucial frontline role in digital security, maybe becoming the ultimate digital lock, we also need to be acutely aware of how AI is simultaneously being leveraged to craft advanced, more sophisticated cyber threats, becoming the ultimate digital key, perhaps.
Right.
It's an ongoing arms race, basically.
On the industrial side, AI is making waves in maintenance too. A company called MaintainX recently raised $150 million to use AI to minimize costly equipment failures in manufacturing.
Makes sense. And that ties into optimizing energy efficiency as well. You've got Westinghouse and Google Cloud using AI to accelerate nuclear reactor development.
Nuclear development.
Yeah.
Interesting application.
Yeah, this isn't just about efficiency, though that's part of it. It's about potentially bringing cleaner, more reliable energy sources online faster, which could have a huge global impact on energy security and, climate goals.
Okay. Now let's dive into some of the more, imaginative or future-facing applications. Stuff that feels almost like science fiction becoming reality.
The fun stuff.
Yeah. Runway's Act 2 model is here. It introduces industry-leading motion capture with really precise tracking just from simple video input. This seems like it's truly democratizing advanced animation features.
Oh, absolutely. What's fascinating here is how this sets new benchmarks in capturing incredibly detailed human motion. It makes that kind of high-end, almost Hollywood-level animation accessible to so many more creators, not just the big studios with massive budgets.
Right, opening it up.
It's a huge leap for visual storytelling, definitely.
And the whole idea of digital companions seems to be evolving rapidly. xAI's latest release brings interactive 3D AI companions to Grok. They're talking about advancing natural sort of relationship-building digital interactions. Plus, Mattel, the toy company, and OpenAI are partnering to create AI-driven toys for personalized learning and play.
It's an exciting leap in user engagement and interactive entertainment, especially for personalized experiences. However, it also brings up some pretty crucial considerations. While these sound amazing, you have experts rightly flagging potential emotional and safety risks, especially for children interacting with AI chatbots that are designed to seem like they're building relationships.
Yeah, I can see that being a concern.
It's a space where the ethics really need to keep pace with the innovation. Urgently.
And for visual creators, again, Google's new VO3 model, it's available via their Gemini AI Pro and Ultra plans, now lets users transform text prompts and even photos into dynamic 8-second videos.
Generative video taking another step.
Yeah, there are noted age and country restrictions, but still, it's a huge step for generative video capabilities.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's a significant leap in creative AI-powered visual storytelling. It puts powerful dynamic tools directly into the hands of users. We're moving beyond just static images to truly interactive and generative media. It's happening fast.
Well, all this innovation, all this processing power, it comes with a cost, right? Specifically, massive energy demands. OpenAI's new data center in Texas is expected to double the entire city of Denton's electricity use and strain local water resources too. And we already mentioned Meta's Hyperion data center targeting 5 gigawatts. That's like multiple power plants worth of energy.
And this raises that really important question. What about the growing environmental and infrastructure challenges as AI demand just surges? All this incredible AI power comes with a literal power cost, a huge one.
Yeah.
It emphasizes the critical need for sustainable solutions, for renewable energy sources, for efficient cooling methods as we continue to push AI capabilities forward. It's a future challenge that's already very much here right now.
Absolutely. Which brings us nicely to some of the crucial conversations we really need to be having around AI.
Yeah.
As these capabilities just soar, what are the discussions we must be having?
Yeah, the tough questions.
Transparency and safety of AI systems, for instance, seem to be at the forefront.
Yeah.
Experts are advocating for models to be able to articulate their reasoning, in plain English, not just give an answer.
Right, explainability.
And there's also this interesting idea of using insurance as a tool for safer AI progress.
That's a really interesting angle. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the idea is that insurers could objectively assess the risks associated with deploying AI systems, which would, in theory, encourage more responsible development and deployment practices.
A market-based incentive for safety.
Kind of, yeah. It's an interesting market-driven approach. But alongside that, we also need to address the ethical and legal complexities around the autonomy of AI agents, especially in scenarios where they might operate independently. That's a significant leap in terms of responsibility and who's accountable.
Definitely. And then there are the controversies that are just bubbling up constantly right now. Google testing AI-generated summaries in its Discover news feed that's got publishers really worried about traffic declines. It directly impacts content creators' businesses.
Absolutely.
And Google Gemini itself has faced vulnerabilities, right? Prompt injections, email-based exploits,
Right.
raising significant security concerns that aren't just theoretical anymore, they're real.
Yeah, these issues directly impact content creators' livelihoods, as you said. And they highlight the urgent need for stronger protective measures in both enterprise and personal AI use. We're kind of in this constant cat and mouse game with malicious actors who are also rapidly leveraging AI. So the stakes for robust security are just incredibly high.
And we're also seeing ethical dilemmas emerge starkly in employment. Microsoft owned they make Candy Crush, right?
That's them.
They reportedly replaced laid-off staff with AI. That sparked huge controversy over job security, especially in creative and developmental roles. It cuts right to the heart of the economic impact concerns.
It really does. And this ties into, unfortunately, an alarming rise in these AI notification platforms. They're generating millions, apparently, despite mounting legal actions against them.
That's disturbing.
And their reliance on mainstream tech infrastructure hosting payment processing is fueling calls for much tighter industry oversight. It's a really clear example of AI being misused at scale, raising serious ethical and legal questions about accountability and content moderation online.
Finally, the challenges in education are still very real, too. We've seen stories of students successfully overturning Turnitin AI detection accusations in the UK.
Right, the detectors aren't perfect.
Exactly. It highlights the risks of over-relying on these AI detection tools and also potential biases, particularly for international students or students with disabilities whose writing styles might differ. It's a real cautionary tale about trusting AI tools too much, too soon.
It absolutely reinforces the need for a balanced, nuanced approach to AI integration in education. Tools like the Digital Cooperation Organization's new AI Ethics Evaluator, which aims to translate these high-level ethical principles into practical, actionable solutions, they're becoming increasingly vital.
Moving beyond just detection.
Exactly. It's about moving beyond just detection to actually understanding and responsibly integrating AI into the learning process.
Wow, okay. So, from open source breakthroughs, democratizing access to critical legal data and advanced speech recognition, to the intense talent wars and strategic alliances among tech giants, then the incredible applications transforming medicine, cybersecurity, creative industries, and finally, these crucial ethical questions about safety, bias, job security. AI's progress is, well, it's rapid and truly multifaceted, isn't it?
It really is. This deep dive, I think, shows that AI is not just about technological advancement in some kind of vacuum. It's about profound societal shifts that touch nearly every aspect of our lives. And it requires continuous learning and, frankly, critical thinking from all of us as these capabilities continue to evolve at breakneck speed.
So what does this all mean? I guess the takeaway is the incredible journey of AI isn't just for the experts to navigate. It really feels like a shared path that we're all on together, whether we realize it fully or not.
Well said.
Which leads to maybe a final thought for you, the listener. Given the power of AI to transform literally everything from how we diagnose diseases to how we create art, how can we, as informed individuals, actively ensure that its development prioritizes human well-being and equitable access? How do we make sure it's not just about speed and profit? What role do we each play in shaping its ethical trajectory? Hopefully for the benefit of all, something to think about.